I am back here to do yet another Twitter analysis, and yet again, it is about this academy, and preferably it's more so the black sector of the academy, as a lot of times it tends to be. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the person in this picture, that is Jay Versace. I've heard of him before, never followed him, like he never was appealing or anything like that to me with any of the content that he has ever really produced, but he has an audience. And look, he has a blue check. And what have I told y'all about the Negroes with blue checks? Now, not all of them are like that, but too many of them are. And many of them tend to spout a certain rhetoric. But shout out to Kidrilla Perry, or Kidrilla Perry, by the way, my mistake, for finding this post and then, tweeting it. So this is Jay Versace. He's the one on the right in the picture down below on the right. And this is a tweet he put out. Now, before I read the tweet, and y'all have already probably seen it, it says, "Why am I not surprised that @Jay Versace said this moist trash about straight black men, then deleted it?" And his tweet says, "Straight black men sit around all day and bully everyone else in the black community, and I'm tired of it. Y'all do shit but complain. Y'all don't do shit," because it's cut off. He really said, "Y'all don't do shit but complain and abuse." He wrote it at 9:25 a.m. on December 17th, 2020. I'm recording this on December 18th, 2020. Someone tagged me in this, I think, the day before. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I get so tired of having to do these type of videos when it comes to calling out the academy, but there's a plot twist to this entire thing that actually made me want to do this video. And if I hadn't found it, I probably would have just ignored it, because it's like talking to a brick wall at this point. But when you see the plot twist, it's going to be like, oh, wow, really? And you'll see what I mean when I get to that point. So it got 316 retweets, 65 quoted tweets, and 2006 likes. And then, like Kid Driller Perry said, he deleted it because people got into it, found it and got into it. And then they decided, they went at him, and then he went ahead and deleted the tweet. Now, y'all know how I like to do when it comes to these posts and everything like that. I like to go into the quoted tweets when people retweet it and quote or leave their own personal feelings about what the person said. And wait till you get a look at what people said about this. So this one said, "You niggas act like white people." Now, I don't know if this person isn't responding to what Jay Versace said, or if they talking about straight black men in response to what he said. This person says, "'Cause y'all niggas fucking suck. The only thing he did wrong was delete it." Now watch the pattern. Watch the pattern. So far, we've seen a response from 2 black women. This person said, "Can he tweet it again?" Now, I don't know about this picture, if this is a woman or a guy. And if it's a guy, he's most likely in the academy. I want y'all to really pay attention to this, and I'm going to bring up the theory, my pro-black Trinity theory again, because this definitely applies to this post. But did he lie? Another black woman. Well, he's right. I can't call who wrote this because their avatar is looks like an anime character. It says, "I'm not listening to nobody with an American flag in their name, LMFAO, fuck up." And they're talking about the person who tweeted this about Jay Versace, and not about what Jay Versace said himself, which means that this person, who's also black, agrees with him. Again, another black woman. Jess said he was an adult trying to talk to 15 to 16-year-olds. He's trying to abuse people too. And shout out to Jess, because I'm familiar with this account right here. Now, that I did not know, but like I said, I don't follow him, so I wouldn't know. And apparently the word is allegedly that he was trying to mess with minors. I don't know what the whole thing is about that, but in that academy, that doesn't surprise me. This person says, "So you're mad at the truth." So they're basically saying what he said about black men, straight black men in particular, is truth. This person says, "I mean, he didn't tell one lie for real. We see it from the outside, so this is actual factual. Not all straight men, but there's a good portion." That looks like another guy who's in the academy. This person says, I see a lot of quoted tweets are nothing but flag and pronoun Twitter agreeing with the cornball Vine dude's bullshit take. Get over your little daddy issues. Shout out to Prince Raw D. I think he follows me on here. Like I said, the circle can become very small on Twitter when you see a lot of the same people pop up when they're following you or if you're following them. But I see them quite a bit in my mentions, and I think they do follow me. But shout out to them, by the way. Remember that link video that I did about the weakest link thing, and they had black men as the weak paperclip? Well, this one says black women, niggas like you, meaning this J Versace, and black men is another strong link. This is, now this one, look at this. It says, 1, Jay spoke facts and this thread only proves it. 2, there's too many black men with U.S. flag by their name in this thread. Remember, a U.S. flag automatic equals garbage opinions every time. So I'm guessing if you have a flag of a Caribbean place or any other place that's not in America, that defines who you are as far as your nationality, that means that you're not trash as a black man. That's funny. That's very interesting. And this too, I can tell by the way this person is posed in this picture that they're part of the academy as well. Remember, the Trinity is to be pro-black. You have to be a black woman. You have to be a black person in the academy, whether man or woman, and you have to hate black men. So far, we have seen all 3 of those in this thread, and I've only read no more than 10 tweets. I'm telling you, my Trinity, it works every single time. Let's continue. If I speak, I'll get suspended, so I'll just say ignore them niggas because they just want attention most of the time. It says all the Hall G black men and black women stands came rushing in with the same BS narratives as they usually do. This person said he must feel threatened because of low self-esteem, typical cooning on Twitter. This person said he's not wrong. Yet again, another black woman defending it. He said, I don't know why he deleted it because this applies to a lot of you niggas. Now, I don't know how this person identifies, but we're going to throw them into the academy as well, or at least an academy collaborator. This person says, I thought I was going to open this and see a lie. Another black woman. This says, look at you doing exactly what he said y'all do. I can't call it because this person has an emoji as their profile pic, but they agree with what he said. This says, you have the American flag and your whole name tells me everything I need to know. So basically they're saying that if you are a black person, you have the American flag in your picture, that means your opinion isn't valid about what this guy said about straight black men or on anything for that matter. So you're allowed to have a Jamaican flag, a Trinidad flag, what else? A Haitian flag, Dominican flag, a Puerto Rican flag, anywhere else in the world. But if you have an American flag and you are a black American or a foundational black American and you have a flag to represent who you are or, you know, where you're from, that makes your opinion trash and you trash by default. Like the logic is lost here. But that still doesn't mean what Jay Versace said was trash himself, trash itself. This person says, the only problem I see is that he deleted. This is for all you dumb niggas in the quotes. He made this tweet in response to a tweet about the Claremont twins. However, instead of addressing the author of the tweet, a black woman, he proceeded to ridicule and target black men unprovoked. The plot twist is about to kick in, y'all. The plot twist is about to kick in. Let me read that to you again. For all you dumb niggas in the quotes, he made this tweet in response to a tweet about the Claremont twins. However, instead of addressing the author of the tweet, a black woman, he proceeded to ridicule and target black men unprovoked. And I know who they're talking about when they say the Claremont twins. The Claremont twins are these girls who I think they has a white father and a black mother. And they're little girls, they're twin girls. And I swear every single time those girls get brought up, the colorism argument always comes up, and we know who perpetuates that colorism argument the most. I don't have to spell it out for you. Let's just say it this way. Most of them are defending what he said in this post. Now I'm going to pause this right quick because I'm going to be honest. I didn't know that this tweet was going to come up in here because I had already found out about what this person says Black Fathers Matter. I had already found out about it in another post. So I'm going to pause it right here and bring up that other post. So here's the post right here where I had initially saw what actually made me want to do this video. And shout out to Rocco the Don, because she actually got a hold of the tweet right here. It says, "You came out of nowhere with that bullshit. Very suspicious, also clown behavior." Jay Versace responded to this person and said, "I didn't come out of nowhere. The initial tweet was about two black sisters that was being body shamed for having surgery. And that's how the conversation started." And before I go any further, I made a mistake about when I said the Claremont twins. I was thinking they were talking about those two little girls, because I keep seeing them all over the place. But they do use the colorism argument on those girls. But they're talking about these two I'm talking about are grown women. And when I pulled up their picture, apparently they used to be on this show called The Bad Girls Club. Many of you are already familiar with that show. But it goes on to say, yet it was a woman who made the original post, and just as many women as there were men body shaming her or body shaming them. How you chose to put that on straight black men is a red flag. So the post that was made, in which Jay Versace was responding to, was made about black women from another black woman. But instead of him coming at the black woman who made the post, he decided to make that inflammatory post about straight black men. This is why many people cannot rock with the Academy like that, especially the ones who are black, because they're messy. And when he did in that post right there, in that tweet, which is why he deleted it. Now we know why he deleted it, because he probably realized he effed up, but it was too late. But he had to have known, because he knew who wrote the tweet. So it's not like he did it as a mistake. He knew that a woman had wrote that tweet. He knew a black woman made that tweet, and he decided to get his Twitter fingers together and post that crap about black men, because that's what he felt at the time, instead of coming at the person who actually wrote it. So Jay Versace, in my honest opinion, just exposed himself as a propaganda artist. I cannot stand people like that. Like I said, this is one of many reasons why many people do not rock with the Academy like that. And then they want to talk about bullying. They're one to talk. When it comes to bullying, I don't have to go into a whole diatribe about it, because I did a whole video talk in the homophobia video. That's pretty much what I really talked about it the most, about how many in that community tend to bully a lot of black people who aren't with their program or with their agenda. It's crazy. It's wild. I always feel like people like that are trying to set people up to get caught up in something that they won't be able to get themselves out of. And then, of course, you had the gynocratic gangsters agree with and hang off every word that he said or every word that he made, even though it was a lie. It was a lie. They love to bring up these stats about stuff that happens to them and everything like that, but they'll never talk about what happened to lead them to get into that point, as if they had no role to play in it. Are there hate crimes that happen in that community? Yes. There's hate crimes that happen in every community. But you got to ask yourself one question. A lot of the times those things are overinflated. What did you do? What did you do that led to that? Not the hate crime, but what leads to a lot of the stuff that happens to you. It can't be all coincidental. And see, this is, again, yet another moment where people in that community love to make black men out to be the boogeyman of every narrative. I bet you what they won't tell you is that many black women can be just this and that phobic as any black men could ever be. And they love to talk about body shaming and everything like that, when black women have been known to do that a lot. Look at the video I just did about Lizzo and how some of them, now it was a mixed bag, but they were in that mix, talking about she's promoting diet culture as if that's a bad thing. That's, like I said in that video, that's a culture I would gladly promote, especially in America with its obesity problem. And it is a problem. But yeah, Jay Versace, he's trash. He's a propaganda artist. And the thing is, there's probably people in that academy who don't even think like he does, but because he has a face and he has a name and he has a following, what he puts out there can put a whole stain on their group, even if they don't want that stain. But the thing is, some of them won't even have the balls to actually call him out on it. And that's why many people cannot get down with their program. It's not because you are in the academy. It has nothing to do with that. It's just who you are as a person, as a human being. Now, they'll say, oh, you're being this and that phobic because you're saying this and that. I never insulted them. And to be quite honest, this kind of rhetoric did not start with people in the academy saying stuff like this. We know where it came from, and that's what makes it even worse. Now, that's the definition of being in bed with your oppressor, to the point where you start spouting out the same thing that they do, almost on a more grander scale than they ever could. It has nothing to do with your sexuality, because you're not the only ones doing it. And on my channel, I spare no one. If I see crap, I'm going to call that crap out. My mantra is I feel nothing. Y'all been following me for years. Y'all already know. So if Jay Versace gets his wake-up call, y'all already know what's about to happen on this side. And like I said, it has nothing to do with who you lay down with and are intimate with sexually. It has nothing to do with that. So they can spare me with that, this phobic and that phobic, because they love to throw that out there. Because you could be a heterosexual person and spew out the same exact rhetoric and you will still get called out. But see, they try to hide behind that shield when they say that, so the person will stop talking about them. But we in 2020, about to be in 2021, we don't give a damn anymore. We're going to say what we have to say. And to the black men out there who are listening, more of us have to call this out. I get tired of feeling like I'm the only one that calls this out. I know I'm not the only one, but I feel like I'm the only one. And it's not easy to do, because a lot of the times when I call this behavior out, I know it messes with the algorithm on YouTube. I know this, but I don't care, because like I said, if it has to be called out, it will be called out, because I'm tired, sick and tired of having to come and do these type of videos like what seems to be every other week. But that's all I really have for this right now. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Have your notifications turned on to all, and I'll talk to you in the next one.